Hi, I'm Emrys. I did a Bronze Arts Award, and for my portfolio I put together a PowerPoint presentation, which looks just like this. For my part A, I spent some time learning about stage electricity with a technician and sort of shadowed them and they taught me different things around the theatre. And I captured that by taking some pictures and keeping a bit of a diary of what I did for the day, basically. And for part B, I reviewed a show called School Ties, and to do that I obviously had to write up the review, and then I shared it online, and I shared it on Facebook as well, and managed to take a screenshot of it, which I was able to put into the PowerPoint presentation, so it was sort of quite visual, a bit more image based. For part C, I interviewed the chief executive of a regional theatre, and I actually did that over the phone so that I could record the audio. I basically phoned them, put the phone on speaker, and then set my laptop to record. Sounded a bit like this one. There we go. So again, it was really easy to just embed that into my PowerPoint presentation, and then I also just made some notes in order to give some key bullet points as well, so that if the moderator or someone didn't want to listen to the full interview, then they could see the key information as well. And for part D, I ran a session about participation in the arts sector. I ran that with a group of people just talking about getting involved in theatre. And again, I documented that by taking some pictures, obviously writing up my session plan in itself so that I could put it on the PowerPoint again, add the text, and add some pictures along these sorts of lines. The benefits of doing a PowerPoint presentation really were the fact that it's so flexible, so I could put the different images, elements, audio, embed them all into one place and lay them out really easily, and also go back and edit it because there's things obviously I wanted to add in or change about, so by making it digital and not fixed, it's really useful. It also made me present things more succinctly, so I didn't write too much or put too much on the portfolio. The challenges, however, are obviously using media like this. I had to actually get the audio recordings off, get the photos off, so I had to spend some time literally transferring those files around, cutting the audio file down a little bit, choosing the right pictures to use, all of those sorts of things. But I was able to overcome that by just sort of persevering, spending a bit of time and putting it on there. And also, I had the slight challenge of actually having enough space. So although the benefit was keeping me succinct, putting my review on the PowerPoint was more of a challenge, so I ended up taking a screenshot and putting it on just so that it would all fit in nicely. My top tip is to gather the evidence as you go. Take your photos, take your post-it notes and put them together so that when you come to creating the portfolio, you've got it all ready to go.
Hi, I'm Joan. This is my bronze portfolio, which I did on work experience at the Royal Shakespeare Company. I focused on technical theatre and most of it's written. So for part A, I recorded the role of stage manager after a workshop where we learned about stage management. Most of my information was written, and I included the handouts I was given during the process. For part B, we watched and reviewed the RSC's production of As You Like It, which again was all written just straight after I saw the production. On that night when I got home, I included the programme we were given as proof and the ticket. For part C, I wrote about the head of costumes as my hero or heroine. I really liked the work she did, and the stuff she talked about was really interesting, so I found it really easy to write about her. And for part B, we did a presentation to the rest of the group on work experience in which I talked about costumes. I included the speech I wrote and pictures of me presenting. I chose to do a written portfolio because for me it's the easiest way to record things, especially in the situation I was in at the time. With the timings I had, I found that writing was the quickest and easiest way to get it done. I had no computer or printer with me at the time, so I found I had to really describe things well because I didn't have a chance to print out any pictures really. My top tip would be to write things as you do them or straight after you do them rather than leaving them, because it's much harder to remember things if you try and write looking back on something that you weren't necessarily documenting at the time.